Imagine this, it was sometime in the December of 2022 and I was figuring out what my goals were. I was working on things like the gym, my YouTube channel and schoolwork, so naturally my goals revolved around those things. But there was just one issue. I'd done the exact same thing a few months before. I'd written things like 500 subs by December and 75% on all my tests. But guess what? I achieved none of those things. I'd watched all these videos on how to set the right goals and how to achieve your goals, but none of it worked. See, the three things I didn't realize back then is that my goals were probably influenced by those around me. They were more focused on the material aspect and they weren't focused on things I could actually control. If you think about it, I have zero direct control over my subscriber and view count. All I can do is gradually improve my videos and then eventually those numbers might go up. There's no point in me aiming for something which I can't even directly change because I probably won't even get the exact number I set. And it also doesn't spur me on to do any specific type of action because there is no specific type of action which will guarantee me an increase in subscribers. Now I do have to say that a goal like 1,000 subscribers is still beneficial because it provides motivation and direction. Everyone seems to know that it's about the journey and not the destination, and yet we all seem to set goals which are focused more on the destination and reward. If you ask anyone successful, they'll tell you that the destination is of little importance. If you focus on doing what you love and making good progress, then you'll feel insanely more fulfilled and happy. Most people start going to the gym because they want to improve their physique, but the people who actually stay and end up getting the physique are the ones who love the act of going to the gym. People like Mike Thurston and Chris Bumstead have the top 0.1% physiques in the world, and guess what? They're still going to the gym every day. As humans, we're addicted to progression. We're never satisfied and there's no one dream goal. To give you an example, my previous goal for YouTube would have been something like 1,000 subscribers by 2024. The goal I have now is significant progress and improvement towards work which is meaningful to others. Or in other words, I have to be able to look back a few months from now and say that my videos have significantly improved. That makes me want to improve my videos every single day, and it means that if I get to the time and I haven't achieved the goal, then I know it's just down to my level of work. So here's how you should write your goals. Have your long-term goals, which are decades and even your legacy, medium-term goals, which are 3 to 5 years, and short-term, which is around the end of the year or so. Finally, you need to write inputs to achieve your short-term goals. If all goes well, then effectively your inputs should be for your short-term goals, and your short-term goals should be for your medium-term goals, and your medium-term goals should contribute to the long-term goal of your legacy. Now, to figure out your goals, you need to do some introspection. You need to think about what excites you and what actually matters to you. In my opinion, asking yourself how you want to be remembered as a person is a good way to find out what you want to do with yourself. You need to find out if it's something you genuinely want and doesn't just give you external validation. Some questions you could ask yourself are, where did this goal stem from and what gave me the idea for it? What is the dream result? And what would 85-year-old me think about this goal? About a year ago, I started improving myself. I was hooked on all the classic self-improvement content you used to see like Iman Gadzhi and Hamza, and I was excited. I started working on my agency, I bought a domain, and I even wrote big goals like 10,000 per month in 2 years. I started thinking of names and creating a logo, and guess what? It got nowhere. I wasn't doing anything right. In fact, I was doing everything wrong. The three things that I think are most important for achieving your goals are starting even if it sucks, doing the most important tasks, and working without a time destination. Fast forward a few months and I was starting my YouTube channel. I was actually doing a lot right. I started even though it sucked and I was uploading bad video after bad video. I also focused on the most important tasks like scripting, editing, and filming. Where most people don't start because they need everything to be perfect, I started and knew I'd suck because I knew that was the only way I could progress. Where most people faff around and don't get on with the most important tasks, I was only working on the things I actually deemed to be important. I was making good progress and actually I'm still doing the same to this day. The only difference is that I've realised it's better to work without a time destination. I've decided to focus on the constant feeling of progression and not a deadline. I believe that it can be very bad to focus on a materialistic deadline because what happens when you get there? Do you stop? Of course, this idea can be taken very badly and used as an excuse not to do work, but that's not the point. I believe that if you have the patience and commitment, you can do anything. If I was to set myself a year-long goal of 1,000 subscribers and I didn't hit it, then I'd be demotivated and I'd lose my patience and commitment. It feels so great to be working on something and progressively improving every single day. With that feeling and my ability to have patience and commitment, I can progress forever and feel fulfilled and happy along the way. I hope you've enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.